If you've been trying to lose weight and nothing is changing, you're probably making one of these mistakes. Today we're breaking down the biggest mistakes that stop some people from losing weight. I've worked with a few clients and these patterns show up over and over. Fix these and your results will be faster, easier, and with less friction. Hi, my name is David, owner and trainer of Fitness by Fit Drive. Today we're going to be talking about beginner mistakes that kill weight loss progress. So today we're going to be diving into the 7 common mistakes that people do that stop them from seeing their progress with their weight loss journey, and we're going to be also talking about the fixes. I took the liberty of just kind of like writing them down, that way we do stay on track with this. So mistake number 1 is eating habits but not tracking your calories. This is very big. I just did this last month for the first time for myself. Don't get me wrong, I do eat right when I'm on, mostly when I need to see my weight go down and go up, but I've never been one to track calories. And I can tell you definitely there is a very big difference when you do take the time to weigh out your food and count your calories, because you're hitting that exact number, and that way it's easier for you to track. So you want to track your calories if you're a beginner at least 3 to 7 days, and use a food scale. Game changer. Food scale is definitely a big game changer. You want to be in your deficit. I know people say, what is a deficit? What is a deficit? I mean, in case you did not know, and this I'm talking to the new beginners who do not know. I know my gym veterans do understand what a deficit is, but a deficit is when you're eating under your maintenance calories. So let's say your maintenance calories, for argument's sake, were 2,000. You want to be in a deficit of at least 1,650, 17 maybe. So that way you're eating about 300 calories less than what it is. That will help your weight come down, because what is called the maintenance is what your body needs for it to sustain through the day. So by you under eating, you're forcing your body to burn through the stored fat that it has. So that's mistake number 1. Alrighty, mistake number 2, too little protein. And I cannot even stress this one so much. If you talk to anybody that I work with, especially with my clients, they will tell you I'm very big on protein. People do not understand how they under eat when it comes to protein. People just think, well, just because I'm eating, no. Protein are the building blocks of your muscles. Once you hit that number, if you can get to hit that number consistently for about 60 to 90 days, you're definitely going to see a big change. So that's one thing that, number 2 right out the bat, with no hesitation, is something I talk to people with. Supplement. This is a touchy subject for a lot of people. Supplementation, why I don't do protein shakes, I don't do this because yada 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 yada. Listen, you're already at a disadvantage because you're not where you want to be. So stop with all these excuses about this, that. Just do research. Obviously everything is not good for you, but there's definitely some stuff that will help you. And if really and truly you do not want to take any of these supplementations, just cook and eat right. Half of the time, well, most of the reason you're where you are because you're lazy, you don't want to cook, you want to eat fast food, you're used to having things that fast. So I don't think you're implementing protein into your daily intake is going to make you any worse than you're far off right now. So let's just keep it real. So you want to aim for about a pound of body weight to your protein. So let's say you're 180, you want to consume about 180 grams of protein. If that is your goal weight, we're talking about goal weight, not your current weight. If you're 200 pounds, it's okay to eat that high, but just 1 for 1 is the best. That's the rule of thumb, 1 for 1. Relying on HIIT only. Okay, so this one, yes and no. Reason being is when people think of high intensity interval training, that's what HIIT stands for, is they just think, well, getting on the treadmill and running and stuff, which is fine. Yes, you do lose weight, but you gotta remember that you're not breaking down the muscle. So what happens is when you get on that treadmill and you start running, as soon as you get off the treadmill, the burn stops. And if you think I'm lying, try it. You can do this, you can do a self-experiment. one day go run on the treadmill and be done, and then the next day go and lift some good weight, and then you're gonna see that your body is gonna be feeling a little harder and a little bit more fatigue for about a day to 2 days. That's because you've broken down the muscle, especially if you lift it right. The key word is lifted right. You can't just go in there, lift up 5 pounds and come out and say you lifted right. You gotta challenge the muscle, break down the muscle. The process where muscle is built is by you tearing down the muscle. So tear down the muscle, and then you see in that recovery is where you're sitting down and you're getting that heat in your body and you're feeling those warmth. That's because your body is now working to repair itself. So about 24 to 48 hours after your gym session, your body is breaking down and working, and that's the difference between strength training and cardio. In case you did not know, you got a free bonus right there. All right, where we are? We are mistake number 4. Working out hard and staying inactive all day. Funny thing is that you can only burn a certain amount of calories when you exercise. Keep that in mind. At the most part, maybe 1,200-1,300. I mean, don't hold me to this one, but about that. If that's, I mean, you're going hard and you're going hard in the paint and you really exercise. But you gotta remember, it's very easy to put that back into your body with food. So just because you got up at 5 a.m. and you hit this crazy gym session and then you sit down the whole day and don't do nothing, and then you eat, your body is now going into store mode because you're not moving. So movement is very important. I'm not saying work out all day, but move, get out, let your body work. Don't trick your body to thinking that it's inactive. And yeah, even with one of the notes I did, usually I burn about 300 calories at the gym, and then you sit for 10 hours, it's kind of absurd. But anyway, 300, I don't know. If you're really working it, you burn a little bit more than that, but it is very hard to burn. Very easy to gain. Number 5. It's funny. Expecting fast results. Yeah. No. It doesn't work like that. Again, I'm gonna go back because we're working with a blueprint of where you are as opposed to where you're coming from. You didn't just wake up and were 200, 300, God forbid, 400 pounds. You definitely worked to this size that you are. So I don't know why you're thinking 3 months, 2 weeks. You see these fitness gurus, oh, I can get you in this. And so no, it does not work like that. Just as long as, no, maybe not as long as it took you, but it will take time. This thing just doesn't happen overnight. You have to put in time. A good fix would be, if you're starting out, 2 to 3 days, and then as you go, keep on adding a day. I currently work out about 4 to 5 days a week. That's for me, but that's different. That's tailored to specific goals, and I know how I can push my body the safe way. Setting realistic expectations is very big. Be very realistic with yourself, and always celebrate small wins. I did not put this down, but I just want to say celebrate small wins, because that's where the self-motivation and encouragement will come from, because this journey is not easy. I've been doing this for a long time, and I do understand, and I've seen the frustration from people when they cannot see the weight loss because they're expecting more 30 days it's gonna happen this way. Celebrate, look at it as well. Am I sleeping better? Am I getting up less fatigued than what I was? Am I walking without huffing and puffing a little bit longer than I was? Because those small wins are what is going to keep you consistent and staying in until you get to the bigger results. So I just wanted to throw that one in. Not drinking enough water. I personally believe, and that's what I'm saying, I am going to be very specific. Usually when I talk, if you do pay attention to a lot of times when I talk, I'm very specific about using certain words because I don't want to mislead nobody. So this one is also, when I do it, I aim about a gallon a day. Have I been doing it lately? Not so good, but I think a gallon a day is kind of a safe way to be, because the more hydrated your body is, the more everything is kind of flowing and moving. So that is a good rule of thumb. At least try to aim for a gallon. That way when you fall short, at least you're not falling back. All right, we're getting down to them. Oh man, we're already to number 7. Doing random workouts with no plan. Let me even shift the seat to the side. Stop and just stop copying every move you see on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. That will not get you your results, especially if you're a beginner. I'll give you a good example. There's a video of me doing my push-ups on 2 medicine balls and my feet on another medicine, let's call it another medicine ball. It took me years to learn how to stabilize my arms and everything for me to be able to perform that push-up. So why do you think that you're just gonna get up and start doing that? There's a lot of tissues and muscles that you have to build to have the ability and strength to do those workouts. Start small. There's no child that is just born and just gets up and start running and walking. Well, maybe there is miraculously, but that's the 1%. Chances are you're not in the 1%. Again, I bring it back to you. Sitting here watching this because you let yourself go on even. So start small. Find a routine. Stick to the routine. Repetitiveness. Keep on going back. Let that muscle grow. Let it build. Let it get stronger. Keep on challenging yourself. Small increments. That's why we use the word progressive overload. I know there's a lot of words that these fitness instructors are throwing out there without explaining. Progressive overload is increasing the strength in small increments over the duration of time. If you're gonna go up about 2.5 pounds every week, I wouldn't try to go so drastically. Start small, build up. The good thing about building up to where you want to be is the time you decide to fall off, you do not go all the way back down. And if you think I'm lying, look up contestants of the show Biggest Loser. I think a lot of us have seen that show. You'll see that these people are losing drastic weight in such a small period of time that when they get off that show, they get big back to where they were. Some of them even get bigger than where they were. So always shoot for realistic goals. So I will end with that. Hope this helps somebody. I'm gonna put a whole lot of literature down below in the description for you to kind of go through. I'll try to add in some resources that you guys can pull up to help you. As always, if you need any help, I'm gonna put down my Instagram, my Facebook, and my TikTok. Always feel free to reach out to me and ask whatever question it is. If it's maybe having even a call to see if we can better fit you in my schedule and get you on a regimen for the upcoming year. I know there's gonna be a lot of New Year's, New Me, which I have a problem with, but this is a topic for another day. So yeah, these are the 7 mistakes that are very common, and I think that if some of these clients that I've worked with in the past had known this, they would have seen results much quicker than they did see. And I want to just piggyback on the nutritional one, which is very, very important. I know you hear the terms, the abs come from the kitchen and everything, all that. I mean, that's a cliche for the abs because everybody wants to see that physique. But definitely, what you put in really will give you the results of the output you get out of your training session. Anyway, thank you for watching, and always remember to like, subscribe, and follow for more. If there's anything that you see that you like in this video, please comment below. And if there's any other topics that you would love me to touch on, I would love to hear from you. Thank you, and you have a blessed day.